What's going on, guys? Get123 here with more Grand Theft Auto 5, and as many of you guys know, Rockstar Games released the official launch trailer for GTA 5 Next Gen that is coming out in about a week, and so today I want to bring you my breakdown of it, and basically just point out the things that stood out to me that you may or may not have noticed, and so we're not going to go crazy in depth with it, but I will be pointing out the things that really just, got me excited for this Next Gen release. So I took screenshots of all of the areas of interest, and so here is the first one. So this is a picture of what appears to be Michael on a speedboat going down the little river/canal, and why I included this one was for one simple reason: the water effects. Now the foam / the white water behind the boat doesn't look the greatest, but overall for the reflection and everything, the ripples in the water over there to the left side, everything looks really good, and it clearly did not look quite that good on previous gen. However, that white water behind the boat is also proof that there's still a lot of room for improvement as far as video game graphics go. So for this next one here, the reason I chose this one was for the cactuses and the foliage on the ground. In previous gen, you couldn't see the individual needles on cactuses, or cacti rather. You knew they were cacti because, well, they were shaped like them, but you were never actually able to see the individual needles until now. And then shifting your focus down there to the ground, just look at all the new foliage and everything. When you compare this to previous gen, the ground just looks so barren and plain, but now we have so many more textures, so many more shrubs and plants, it really just looks great. So in this next scene right here, we got a glimpse at one of the new breeds of dogs that are gonna be in GTA 5 Next Gen, and I'm no dog expert, but basically the word going around the interwebs is that this is a Westie, or at least that's what it's being referred to as. So if you are a dog lover and you happen to know what this thing is, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Maybe it is a Westie, maybe you disagree, but anyways, either way, it's a cute little adorable breed of dog that's being added to GTA 5, so now we're getting a little bit more diversity. And then lastly, before we switch over here, just take a minute to appreciate that gorgeous sunset going down behind that mountain. Oh my gosh, the scenery is beautiful. Okay, so next screenshot right here, we have a woman walking on the street with her poodle, so yet another dog breed. And one thing that I really like about this is that this shows that dogs will be walking around now also in the city, because previously you would really only find dogs either on the beach or out in the desert. But besides that, there were really no dogs in the city to interact with or to see. So now there will actually be people walking their dogs all over town. So for this next one right here, I wanted to include this for a few reasons. One of the biggest reasons was the lighting. The only thing really lighting up under this tunnel down here are those headlights or whatever that is in the background, and that fire that the hobos are crowded around over on the right side there. And it really adds a nice atmosphere to the environment. As you can see, the lighting's just very, I don't know, it just feels really realistic and kind of ominous, but it's, I don't know, the way the light is reflecting and being cast just looks terrific. And then also, if you look on the ground there, right in front of the guy walking towards us, those two black dots are actually rats. Now, I know that rats aren't anything new, they were in last gen, but it's just good to see that wildlife returning as well as new wildlife being added. So this next scene here is pretty loaded. There are two big things going on here, and you probably noticed one of them, but we'll get to that in a second. The one that I want you to pay attention to right now is in the bottom left. Take a look on the sidewalk right there. You can see a cute little chubby gray cat walking along the sidewalk. In front of that group of people right there, it's gray and it's kind of got some black stripes going down it, and just, oh my gosh, the fact that there are now cats in GTA 5, just, it feels so right. You know, in last gen we had dogs, but no cats, so now we've got the cats to go along with them. And then the other thing that I want to point out in the scene, you may have noticed it pretty quickly, that is that car over there to the right with the green neons on it. That underlighting, oh my gosh, that underglow, that looks pretty darn nice. Now, I'm not entirely sure what car that is. My guess would maybe be a stallion, but I don't want to say that for sure because I know if I'm wrong, people are gonna kill me in the comments. But either way, what I really like about this is that you're probably gonna have a lot of different colors to make your underglow. I mean, here we've got green, I believe we've seen red in the past, and so I assume that they'll make, a lot of different colors to match all the different paint jobs in GTA 5. We'll probably see the whole Roy G. Biv spectrum, the red, orange, yellow, blue, green, violet. It would be cool if they added an entire color wheel of like any color of the rainbow, but I don't know if we'll have that much freedom. But either way, awesome addition. So we are nearing the end here. This is the scene where Michael is firing the gun and then reloading it. The reason that I chose this one is because we have a lot of up-close detail going on here. First of all, take a look at his leather glove. You can actually see the texture on the glove. I mean, you can just look at that and you can tell it's leather in that reflection along his finger, and then shift your focus upward a little bit to that gun right there. There's so much attention to detail on the gun. I mean, you've got all the text on it, and you can actually read everything that it says, and you can actually see that it has all the settings there. It's got the fully automatic, semi-automatic, as well as the safety, and then you can just, I don't know, you can read every little bit of it, and the whole texture of it, and the way that that one part of it is reflecting the light, and oh my gosh, these guns in first person are just gonna look so good. So Rockstar, major props to you. So then finally, moving on to the final picture here, the reason that I chose this one is because it was only in one frame of the entire trailer, and it actually happens really fast there at the end, but I just kind of like the overall look of it. All the reflections going on the left side there, on the actual car, you can see the reflection of buildings in the background, and then the chrome on the tire just has a really good realistic look. It's not overly shiny, but it's still reflecting that light in a nice realistic manner, and then you've got those red brake calipers underneath, and those disc brakes, and oh my gosh, just looks terrific. So I just kind of thought that that was a neat little thing that I actually accidentally paused on, and I was like, you know what, I'll include that because that looks pretty good. So with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed my breakdown, or, you know, just things that stood out to me, and with that, I guess that about wraps it up. So please stay tuned for more videos in the future. I will see you next time.